Thank you very much. A short exercise here. You are a recruiter in a large French luxury company. A new boutique is opening. You're looking for salesmen, and you receive this CV. Take 15, 20 seconds, which is about the time spent on reading a CV, to read the CV and make a decision. Would you recruit this person or not? So I see people discussing things, debating, discussion. Are you ready? All right. Who would recruit this individual? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. Who would recruit this person? Who would not recruit this person? No reactions behind me? Fanny, what about you? A priori, generally speaking, the recruiter would say, no, I wouldn't go with this person. He might be right, because if you look at the training of this person, this gentleman, in fact, was 2 years in aviation management, is crazy about aeronautics, and would like responsibilities. But then there's a blank spot, some zigzagging, in computers, in marketing, in services, then back to the aviation sector with a reception job. And remember, we're looking for a salesperson for a major luxury brand. Well, the recruiter is going to think this person doesn't know what they want. He's a bit lost. This could be a very big mistake. Because, in fact, this gentleman's name is Salah. Salah today works for a major luxury company and is doing extremely well. This is what people say about him. He is constantly exceeding his objective. Salah is giving a new breath of air, fresh air to the entire team, dynamizing the team. So what is the difference between the person and the CV? Well, there's one point we didn't tell you. Salah is Syrian. Salah is a refugee in France. And everything that this implies makes you reread this CV with a different angle. You need to know that break in his career in 2014 and in his training is when he left Syria and was forced to seek refuge in France. Now, you need to know that it took him 6 months to deal with all of the administrative issues in France and learn French is usually 2 years. But his achievement is the proof of someone who's really working, who's continuing to improve his French, who doesn't know the codes of France, and who has no network in France to support him. And in that case, Salah would be lost. On the contrary, Salah did not give up. He worked, and he knows exactly where he's going. What his CV does not say is that in addition to having done studies and speaking several languages, he has fundamental skills that all recruiters like. He's open-minded, he's highly motivated, and he has an extraordinary ability to adapt. I'll let you continue. You need to know that, like Salah, there are 48,000 refugee seekers in France each year, 333,000 in Europe. The problem is these people are invisible, and they have very few chances of their CV landing on the desk of a recruiter. So with Fanny, with MAC, with the NGO, Max, we have worked to create this startup in Africa, and here we are working with companies. We have created a social company, in fact, to work with these people that we have met. And this so as to help these refugees get out of unemployment. Our company's mission, this recruitment office, is quite specific. It's WERO. We place refugees in companies who want to diversify their recruitment and put these refugees and their skills to the advantage of our economy. Practically speaking, our work is to identify these profiles and then work with an ecosystem of associations, institutions, housing organizations, etc. Once we have identified the people, we select them on the basis of the needs expressed by the company. Now, whereas a classic recruitment company is going to look at a CV before a person, we meet the person before we look at the CV. And you too, as recruiters, in our model, you will meet the person before you see their CV, and so much the better. In this way, you cannot reject them with the screening. And we accompany companies, managers, and recruiters because it's important that everyone share the belief that it's a question of performance and that the management be adapted. WERO is 150 people who have been found of these long-term contracts in the last 6 months. 11 major groups are working with us. And the story doesn't stop there because in addition to filling all of the boxes with regards to the needs of diversity in companies, here you have talents which are high added value investments, in fact. And these are opportunities for companies to seize. And with Fanny, we are working with companies and a group to reveal the potential of more than 2,000 people. This is what is going to enable us to create a model of society which is more inclusive, which is more holistic in its approach. Yes, the companies have also won, but we have created Wintegrate, which is a nonprofit with a global program bringing together universities, elite schools, and citizens around the valorization of the potential and training of refugees. And with Upgrade, we have created soft skills content to enable the players in vocational training to position themselves with these new publics and thus include refugees in their training programs. Indeed, we are working with the universities and citizens for the integration which creates value. Yes, because for those of you who might still doubt this, this is in fact not charity. Many often, the large groups do not understand this. And we even heard some people say, off comment, isn't it strange when they've seen us, they don't really look like their job. They aren't hippies or anything. Well, that's quite true. For us, migration is not the movement of poverty. No, it is the movement of value. And this is why we feel that we can create structures which enable us to have an ecosystem which is more creative, richer for the host country in this relationship where everyone wins. We feel that this vision based on capital and strong convictions, in fact, enable us to solve social problems and ensure a collective enrichment of society. Because by doing the two, we improve the hopes of both.